Hello, welcome back to Exotic Wine Travel. I am your host, Matthew Horkey. Well, I have to apologize if it's a little bit echoey in here. And I'm here in my apartment in Budapest, and we're going to taste some Italian wines from a cool club that contacted us. Before we get started, I also have to apologize about my crazy hair. It's public holiday weekend here in Budapest. No place is open. Oh, I got to find a place to cut my hair. I hate getting my hair cut in a new country for the first time. But whatever, I'll have to deal with it. So let's get into it. I have a set of wines from a wine club in a wine shop called Roscioli. And I'll put that up on the screen. It's so funny because we get contacted a lot by wine clubs wanting us to taste some of the wines that they promote. You know, I've tasted through some of the wines. Sometimes they're terrible. A lot of times I have to say no when I look up the company. But Roscioli, when they approached us, I took a look at their portfolio, what they were actually giving to customers. And I was very intrigued. So I said, yes, we'll give it a try. I've got two videos coming up on their wines, one on the first tier, right now what we're going to taste, and one on like a second, more premium tier. They also have a third really collector type tier. So what turned me onto them? First of all, if you follow the show, you know that I love Italian wines. Just in this last year, I think I've been to Italy about 8 times. I'm hoping I'm going a lot more in the next year. But Roscioli, what really drew me into them is they source wines from small producers, a lot of times organic or biodynamic, and some really interesting quirky wines from different grapes, which we all have right here. And a cool thing that I saw, they carried some producers I knew. So let's get started. If I do like these wines, we decide to be an affiliate with them, I'll have a discount code. I'll put it up on the screen. You can get a discount, I think a 10% discount on your first box. Let's get started. First, I have a wine that I'm so excited to drink. This is the Malibran Credamore. It's a Prosecco, but here's the cool thing. It's a Valdobbiadene DOCG, which means Prosecco Superiore, kind of like a cru area. And this is not a tank method. What they usually do with Prosecco is they do the second fermentation in the tank, to get a steel tank to get bubbles, and then they bottle it. What happens is the second fermentation happens here inside the bottle. They don't disgorge it. So I popped open the cork. I was afraid that it would shoot all over the place, but it didn't. The sediment is still in there, so they recommend standing it up. I've had this stood up for 3 days. I don't have a decanter, but oh well, here. So this is from the grape Glera, and this is labeled as a frizzante, so a semi-sparkling wine, not full-on sparkling. So let's give this a go here. First of all, I see even the sediment must be down here. Clear wine. You're not going to get some of those crazy wines like some pet nuts or stuff like that. Already it's super explosive, made from the grape Glera. Nice clean nose. You know, sometimes these wines can be a little bit funky, especially the lees are still in them. Got a lot of lemon zest, lemon peel, white apple, white pear type of flavors. And don't scoff on Proseccos. There are some high-quality Proseccos out there. And with some of these high-quality Proseccos, I almost get this flinty, kind of soapy nose. Very intriguing. Let's give this a go. First of all, bubbles are not superly aggressive. It is a frizzante, not so. I don't think a lot of people would tell that this is made in a different type of way. A light summer sparkler, very crisp, nice bubbles. Very, very interesting wine. For me, I have to give Roscioli thumbs up for getting this small producer who's actually in this Vignoli Indipendenti. This is kind of a group of small producers which we follow quite a bit. I did some videos on them recently. I like this Prosecco. I don't love it, but I think it's very good. I give them a lot of street cred for shipping out such a unique wine. I think that it's a talking point. It's going to get a lot of people talking. For me, I'm about 88, 89 out of 90. I think it's out of 100. I think it's very, very good wine. It's not the most profound Prosecco in the world, but you know what? Super interesting, great story to tell, and nice wine. So thumbs up to Roscioli for the first one. The next wine that they gave us that we're not going to taste today is the Merlino Rosso di Contrada 2016. This is I know they're eco-certified, but I think they're biodynamic as well. I really like this producer from Sicily. This is from the Nero d'Avola grape. I've had their Merlino Archimede Riserva before, which is a fantastic wine. I'm looking forward to tasting this. 13.5 alcohol, pretty low for a Sicilian red. We'll have to get to that. So the wine that we are going to taste today is one that I'm super excited to taste. Excuse me, a little bit phlegmy today. The weather's turning a little bit colder here in Budapest. This is the Monti di Grazia Rosso IGT from Campania. This is 2013. This is also an organic producer. I've seen videos of these vines. They're so huge. They say that the vines are over 100 years old. Interesting note, this is a David Bowler wine, famous and big importer in New York, with the portfolio I like very much. This is from the grape Tintori di Tramonte. It's a grape that's called a Tintori, which means it has red skin and red flesh. This has some age on it. I'm really interested to try this. This is actually, this Tramonte is actually near the Amalfi coast. So if you're holidaying up down there in Amalfi, you can give these guys a go, I think. I mean, if they accept visitors. I think they're a pretty small producer. First off, really nice color. Got a little bit of browning on the rim, so I can tell that it has some age. I'm a little bit scared. Some of these southern Italian wines can be very plummy. But you know what? Let's give this a go here. Very attractive, actually. Very attractive nose. I don't get black plum or prune, more like red plum. Dried black cherries, a little bit of violets. You can definitely tell this is a Mediterranean wine, but the alcohol is only 12%, so it's you can feel the warmth of the sun. A little bit of mushroom, tobacco from violet. It just really smells like the kind of Italian wine that I want to drink. Let's give this a go. Wow. Wow. Very pretty. For a Southern Italian wine, it can be sometimes too ripe, rustic, big. This is very nice. Floral on the palate, super silky, ripe, round tannins, kind of medium to fullish, more towards the full body, but not massive. Rose petal, almost like a black tea compote. This is very good. This is a kind of wine. This is what makes Italy so exciting. This is 90% Tintori di Tramonte and 10% Piero Rosso. Piero Rosso they use for the Lacrima Christi wines down there. This is very good. The type of wine that you want to seek out if you want to check out, unusual Italian grape varieties. I am pretty darn high on this. Let me give this a go. Wow. A little bit of spiced pepper. This wine is uber complex. I'm 90 plus on this. And this is the entry-level pack of wines. So I got to say, really, I mean, you get 6 wines. They divided up for me 3 bottles of the Tier 1 and 3 bottles of the Tier 2. For Tier 1, wines are going to be very good. I know this is going to be good because this is a very good producer. Prosecco is more interesting than fine, but still very good. And this is outstanding. So nice job by Roscioli, I'm sorry, my Italian's good. I'm going to put a disc. I guess we will, from what I tasted here, we probably will go out. We will be a small affiliate. I'll put a discount code up on the screen. We get a small percentage if you choose to buy. They ship it all through Europe and the USA. Very good on the Monti di Grazia. I think this is fantastic wine. Guys, check out Roscioli if you want. If you like this video, put in your comments below if you tried any of these wines, what you think about wine clubs in general. I think it's kind of a cool concept if you find the right club, because I do like getting a package of wines and not knowing what's inside. It's almost like you're a kid at Christmas. You open something up and you see what's going on, so check it out. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Exotic Wine Travel. I will see you at the next episode.